Hello, Nest Sales Team. It's Todd from Old Road Brand. It is June 1st, 2026. We're already at the halfway point of the year. Hard to believe. We're getting geared up for the Las Vegas gift show. And a few weeks ago, I had asked for some feedback on Old Road Brand. Some of the feedback that I'd gotten on my 2026 brochure was that their customers maybe weren't making the connection to maybe personalizing or name dropping. They seem to get stuck on Old Road, not knowing what that was. And so I wanted to be able to have something for you that speaks to the ability to customize. So whether it's a town name or slogans or area codes or zip codes, these are things that I would think would work really, really well for your customers geographically. Marcy has had great success with the customization of doing town name drops for a number of towns along the central coast of California. That seems to be really working. And I think that's what would work for everybody. And so my sales materials, as they have existed, were really promoting Old Road Brand and all the words Old Road. But I thought it might be useful for all of you to have something more specific, something that would speak to each individual state. And so what I've done is I've gone ahead and created one pagers for several of the states that Nest operates in. I'll continue to do all of them, but I wanted to get this out being that it's June 1st. Those states are Colorado, California, Utah, Montana, Arizona, Nevada, and Idaho. Still to complete would be New Mexico, Wyoming, and Texas. I'm going to show this to you now. For Arizona, in our custom, we embrace the vintage Grand Canyon license plate style from the old 1970s, but also included the current modern style of the Arizona license plate. And we use slogans and sayings like native. A lot of people have moved to Arizona, but a lot of people from Arizona and want to call that out. Also transplant. How about area code 602? And also for places in Arizona, Route 66, Sedona, Scottsdale. So these are just some of the examples that we could incorporate for Arizona. For California, we can offer three different styles of old California license plate, like the original black and gold license plate from the 1960s, also the blue and gold from the 70s, and I've also added in the current modern style of California with the California written in red. You can use zip codes, you can use area codes, you can use town names. I also wanted to point out that on each of the brochures, they are identical all the way through. But we also have a section for patches down below and also hat styles. What I've done based on suggested feedback is limited the number of colors and hat styles to just 5 different trucker style as well as 5 different low profile cotton twill dad hats. Here's an example of Colorado styles. We're utilizing just the Rocky Mountain scene background, but some of the examples here, I wanted to be able to provide ideas. Ski bum, native, transplant, and then towns, Denver, Vale, Breck. Use your imagination, and hopefully the customer will also have their own thoughts about what they might want to create uniquely for their hat design. These are the examples from Idaho. And what I did was here, cowboy. You know, there's a lot of cowboys in Idaho, Montana too, Wyoming also. But there's also skiing. And a slogan, Idaho is also very popular. I've included the area code 208 and also some of the different towns. We can do both the old-fashioned famous potatoes, but also the modern current style of scenic Idaho. These are your Montana options. Not options, these are just ideas. Again, you can come up with anything and we can do it. But these are the ideas that hopefully people will better understand when they see it in person. For Nevada, we're incorporating the vintage blue plate, but also we've got the modern style license plate as well. And so we use themes like cowboy, battle born, transplants, and then some of the cities, Reno, Tahoe area, and of course 702 area code, which is synonymous with Southern Nevada. We're doing the same thing for Utah. Similarly, you've got the vintage white license plate as well as the current modern style with the arches, which is a super cool look. I did a custom from Moab actually back in January at the January show. Turned out fantastic. We can roll that out to anybody else. So what do you think? Have I properly addressed some of the issues or questions, or am I connecting the dots? Will this help? Will a customization page unlock some doors and also spur some different ideas that your customers might have to be able to do really hyper local concepts that fit their customer base or their area? Again, Marcy's had great success with the town name drops. I think there's other things like the slogans that might really make sense. And so what I hope and what I really need, well, I need sales, of course. And I'm hoping that this will help you make those sales. If I haven't addressed anything here in this video, please let me know what your questions might be. And for example, if for Montana, I didn't put navy and white hats on there. But if you want navy and white hat, I can get it. In fact, I can get any color hat. So never let that be a barrier to helping you get the order. As always, I'm always here for you. Let me know how I can help you. And if you have any different other questions, let me know. And thanks for watching.